have seen this house on HGTV's Fixer to Fabulous. Well, get ready for my exclusive tour of Campo Sasso in Chianti.
So I met Rebecca at a vineyard dinner. You told me that you had some Americans and they were with HGTV and they were renovating a farmhouse, a farm that you had bought. And of course, my ears perked up right away and I was like, ooh, I have to kind of come and see what they've done.
Yeah, I met this couple, Jenny and Dave Mars, 15, 16 years ago on a wine tour while they were on their honeymoon here in Florence. It just happened that they came back with friends and we just kept in touch, Facebook, and suddenly they had a show that's aired, I think in 2019 and became very famous on HGTV.
Okay.
So when they came back, we were purchasing Campo Sasso and they were really curious to see it. Yeah, the idea just came, hey, let's pitch it and see what happens.
And so they pitched your farmhouse renovation in Italy.
They did.
So yeah. Ginny and Dave, did you sit down with them and did you guys kind of go over a budget?
Oh, yeah.
What's your fantasy? Did you have like a mood board? Like, how does this work?
First of all, we put a budget down, which was much lower than what we ended up spending, but it's always like that, I guess.
Of course. Did they say to you,
yes,
we'll try to work within that budget?
Absolutely.
And then you're paying for stuff.
Yeah. And they asked us, what kind of style do you like? And I was like, oh, I like farmhouse. I like the natural colors of the environment.
The show has aired. And so you can watch it, click below. They have left the building, so it is semi-furnished because we all know it's television, it's Hollywood, right? So
and then they set it up for a reveal a month ago. They brought everything in, that was rented to them with the option for us to buy them.
So tell me a little bit about this kitchen.
Well, this was a barn. So basically this was where the cows were in the past and that's how we found it. So we found like an old barn, which was part of the house and it wasn't even livable. So we had to open up. And
so you opened this wall up.
So for the floor, we decided to go for terracotta because it's traditional. The kitchen itself, they designed it. They gave us actually 3 options. I went with this one because it was less cluttered.
It's simple.
It's simple, and I like that.
And I assume you chose the appliances.
In collaboration.
Right, exactly.
Like we were given options,
exactly.
And we were like, that one.
Okay, great, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Does it work with the design team? And they said, yeah.
Perfect, okay.
Probably in the future we'll have an island.
Okay.
As mentioned, we're sort of halfway.
So you're not going to have a table in here?
No, it's going to be like a sitting island.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically, I would like this to be the dining room. This is actually a table from home.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
This is such a cool table.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And what about the ceilings? I'm so interested in because I'm always talking about ceilings and taking things out and seeing what's underneath because there's beauty underneath.
These ceilings are not really, really old. So we were debating because they were very brown when we saw them.
But not the good brown.
But not the good brown, exactly. And the tiles are not super old either. So we were like, if we sandblast it, how's it gonna look?
Oh, so is that what you did?
Yeah, we did.
And did you sandblast the tiles too?
Everything.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And the lighting is super cool that they did too.
Yeah.
It's that juxtaposition of modern and old and very, very pretty. It's really beautiful.
And when we talk about, modifying the building, here, there was only one window in here. So it's really dark.
Right.
And then we're like, well, let's do like a big window so you feel like you're inside, but you're outside and you're inside.
Yeah, okay.
No,
can't
do that.
But they allowed you to do these 3 windows.
Yes.
Truth is, when you're doing renovations in Italy, you have to kind of be flexible because you can't always do what you'd like to do. And then this room has a sink in it, so I'm curious about that.
All right, so this room is going to have a bar.
Oh, okay, like that. I'm in.
The bar is currently waiting in there for 5 very strong people to move it here.
Oh, neato. Yeah. Was the kitchen in here?
The kitchen was here. It was here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what the sink's
there.
there.
And the sink was already there, so there's some things that we just loved.
All right, so this fireplace was here?
Yes, it was here. Like we didn't do much to it.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, that's neat.
And it has a bread oven inside that we've never tried.
Oh, try it.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm always saying about Italians is they just they're not like Americans when it comes to business. So you were talking earlier, and she was saying that Americans are used to sponsorships and giving things, and know who HGTV is.
Yeah.
We're here in Italy. I mean, the economy's not as strong.
No.
You do want to support the locals, so you do want to pay them. You don't really want them to donate anything. So I think that was probably really kind of an interesting thing for people coming from America doing a project like this. So I am curious about this room, which is off the kitchen.
Yeah, that's the pantry.
What?
The pantry.
That's
future pantry.
Oh, look at these olives.
Yeah, so we already did some olives.
Oh, so nice. They're gorgeous. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's going to be delicious.
So that's what I want to do in the future. I want to learn how to brine things and make lots of jars and hopefully have this room full. And these 3 barrels we found basically on the property. So they're Vinsanto barrels, and they actually contain Vinsanto, very old.
What do we think, though?
We're going to feed the Vinsanto back to life.
Okay. I think okay. I want to try it when you've got it together.
It'll take a few years, but...
Get a biscotti and let's do it. It's a dispensa, right?
Si.
Which is more like prosciutto and
Yeah.
like the old-fashioned-y kind of pantry.
Exactly.
But not her cereal.
Could you
and
imagine
flour.
like a prosciutto fridge or something? Oh,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah, you could do that in
One
here.
day.
A slicer would be good in here.
I have that already. It's just waiting to.
Yeah. I love you.
There was a tile floor and it was not pretty. So my one wish was to have a wooden floor.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is,
perfect.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's great. Is it 4 bedrooms up here?
3.
3 bedrooms
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah. And
Oh, this is so cool.
this will be nice.
This
right?
is a nice bathroom. I don't think I've ever seen a tub like that.
This tub was made by hand in Impruneta.
Oh man, that thing is one sexy beast.
Isn't it?
Wow, it's a terracotta tub.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
It's beautiful.
This is really beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
So they handmade this
Yes.
for you?
Yes, they did.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very
Love it,
nice.
love it, love it. Gorgeous.
These were from the US.
Very simple and beautiful.
Yes, it works. I
Quite
think it does.
beautiful. I love it. I
Yeah.
think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, this bathroom. That tub.
That tub.
I want to lick that tub. Salzburg. That's all I'm going to say. This is really beautiful. They did a great job.
They
really did. So as far as like these floors, I'm so curious. The olive wood, was that something that is very much of this region?
I'd never heard of it either, but then I visited a house where the whole top floor was olive wood, very similar to this.
Okay.
And I fell in love with it.
Right.
But the house was way out of our budget.
No, but what?
So I was like, oh, maybe.
Oh, I think
know?
it's fantastic. So this was sort of your suggestion because you had seen it.
Yes, I was like, if we can in any way fit it into the budget,
Okay,
I
great.
would prefer this to the heating.
Right, right. Well, and that's what you do when you're doing
Yeah,
a house.
yeah.
This is so pretty, and I love the bathroom.
The bathroom's really cute.
And the wallpaper, is it Italian wallpaper?
It is, and it's a vintage, as you could probably see.
So they found vintage Italian wallpaper.
They found it in Florence at an antique dealer.
Oh
who
my
has
gosh, they
all
must have lost
sorts.
their minds when they found it.
Yeah,
I
they
would.
did.
Yeah.
There's a whole room. We went in there and we saw all of them, and we were like,
oh my God. This is so pretty.
Yeah.
So did they buy the piece of furniture and then they just retrofitted the whole thing?
They did.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite things to
did
do.
this, and it was great. Like Jenny and Dave.
Right, it's like one of
Yeah.
my favorite things
Yeah.
to do in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this wallpaper though.
What we're missing now to see is the cheese cellar.
Oh my God. Okay. It's like, could you do a drum roll here? Yeah. Okay. Great.
Earlier today, we visited Rebecca and Pierre's wine and cheese shop in Florence.
it's like a jewel box.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We have around 50 different cheeses that rotate according to availability and the season. We do have a lot of French cheeses because there's a lot of curiosity. In Florence, we tend to cater to Florentines. They would like to taste cheeses they don't know, and so we have a lot of French cheese. Also because my husband, when we opened the shop, he was like, well, we can't just have Italian things. There's so many Italian shops around Florence, so let's do French, half and half, to be fair, wine and cheese.
Give us a tour of your space.
Well, it's very small, so it's easily done. Cheese fridge, wine shop, people come in, they buy their stuff, they go home with whatever they purchased. But a lot of people are a little bit insecure about the whole cheese thing and they want to taste cheese.
Sure.
So I thought we could sit down in the...
Oh yeah, and taste some cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
It is.
That is a gorgeous cheese plate.
What we do when people come in, they don't normally get to choose what kind of cheese we put on the plate.
Oh, really?
We select
okay,
for them.
that's
So this is a
interesting.
selection for you.
Oh, interesting.
We start with a goat cheese. This one's from France, an Ovalie Cendré. What makes it special is that it's from the Loire Valley.
I do want a little bite of this.
Do you like goat cheese?
It's
like my favorite cheese.
so good. This
When
is
people ask me, what's your
delicious.
favorite cheese?
Well, it's a goat cheese. So, you know, goat cheese to me has it almost has a dry taste to it, yeah? So this is very, very, very dry. So the combination is like perfect. There's not a drop of acid in this.
Yeah.
It's like clear as a bell.
This one here, on the other hand, is called Langres. It's also a French cheese. This one's a wash rind cheese, so that means that they wash the rind in the aging process and typically it becomes orange.
So this is the stinky, stinky cheese?
Yeah, take the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Don't mind if I do. I'm just, eating cheese like nobody's business. So I have a question, because I know people will. You can eat the rind and everything, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So people ask me that a lot, and I'm like, yeah, eat the
Same
whole
here.
thing. That's all edible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is a stinky cheese.
Sure is.
God, a stinky cheese is good. It takes me back to my childhood. My dad loved a stinky cheese.
But let's get to the American one.
It's a blue cheese.
Yeah.
Wow, it's an interloper.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This blue cheese is called Rogue River Blue, and it actually won the World Cheese Awards
I
in
know this
2019.
cheese because I love
so you
it.
know it?
Yeah, I love
Oh,
like a
awesome.
roquefort blue cheese.
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
love that, yeah. Wow, really good. That's crazy.
Isn't it?
That is a very delightful cheese. So a lot of times I find with like a roquefort or a blue cheese that they're salty. It's perfect balance.
This one is.
It's sweet and salty.
It is
So
exactly
you're
that.
when it first hits your palate,
Yeah.
it's sweet, then it gets
Yeah.
salty.
Yeah.
I'm done. Just run me
America.
over with a car. So good. Yes, I'm shopping, okay? You caught me. Oh, this is so cool. So stinky in here, it's awesome. I wish we had smell-o-vision. It smells like stinky cheese.
So this is the infamous cheese cellar.
And this is your husband.
Yeah, so I'm Pierre. I'm a French guy from Roquefort. I'm also a winemaker, but now I'm more a cheesemonger. I try to take care about cheese, age them, to clean them, to wash them, to talk to them. We have a specific cheese cellar right here. All the cheese in our shop have to come here first, like a cheese school for them to learn about life.
That is very cool. I don't even know what to say. It's so cool. I mean, it's like people live this life. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm a cheesemonger. So do you just supply your store? That's my question.
Well, we just started out, so.
Oh, so this is something like kind of a new adventure.
It is.
Okay.
It is a
so
startup.
you will eventually, probably knowing you that I've known for 10 minutes and you're a crazy person, this will turn into like something.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we hope so.
Here, the idea for us is to play,
right.
to experiment,
to
do what we want,
exactly.
to be free,
Be free. I
and
like
to put
that.
all our it's
Right.
a sort of melting pot of culture.
Right.
The vineyard, for example, is first a legacy.
Right.
The previous owner left 3 barrels here, 3 caratelli. You saw them?
Yeah.
So what can I do? So I have to plant a vineyard.
Yeah.
This was the idea.
Just because of those. I
Yeah,
love it.
because of the previous owner.
Right,
it's not my
right,
fault.
right. The spirit is here.
Do you want to feel the
Yeah,
cheesemongership?
go see. Yeah, go see.
Let's go
let's go
inside.
see everything. I'm just
You have a look.
the fromagerie. Oh, this is so pretty.
So we have 2 cheese cellars for aging. This one is dedicated to the blue cheese. Like that's why we have Roquefort, cheese from Piemonte, from Tuscany.
So
The
these
name
are
is
like your
Sassoforte.
other children. These are all children,
I talk to
right?
them every day.
Yes. Okay. I didn't realize
Then
he
he doesn't
talked
have
to
to talk
cheese.
to me.
Right. He just talks to his cheese. I love
Exactly.
it.
And this one is dedicated to other cheeses, let's say, not blue.
Okay.
So we have also Conte, we have Beaufort, we have Parmigiano Reggiano,
Okay.
di Montagna. So here we have
It's so
a
cool.
different type of pecorino cheese, goat cheese,
Ooh.
named Couffy, from the Loire Valley in France. So the idea here is to have different type of cheeses and to work together,
Right.
to be nice
Right.
with each
Exactly.
other. A daycare for babies.
Oh, so here's what happens when you're leading a wine tour and a cute French guy shows up. You marry them. So, and then you wind up with this life. So if you guys can put that together for yourselves, great. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you very much. I know you enjoyed this. So like and subscribe, and thank you so much to Pierre, and thank you so much to Rebecca for showing us your gorgeous home and your beautiful cheese. And we'll see you next time. See you in Italy. Ciao.
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 Au revoir.